22-12 our score. Fillies up by 10. Emma Reniker gets ready to serve again. She'll glance at the bench, gets a sign, comes across. Augusta moving the ball around. They'll go in, and it'll hit the line and fall in. It was awful close, but official said, yeah, it hit the line. Makes it 22-13. Checking back in the ball game for Augusta will be Wentz. Having a seat for Augusta will be Sellers. Getting ready to serve is Kaylee Browning. The senior gets it across. Dug out by Schweitzer. Schweitzer, Reniker. Reniker then to Pope. Pope gets it across the net, continuing to move the ball around. Schweitzer gets it up to Reniker. Reniker then sits up. Reniker then that time setting up Phelps. Phelps gets it across. It'll fall in 23-13. Lexi Schweitzer gets ready to serve. Schweitzer takes a look at the bench. Phillies up 23-13. We played to 25 here in set play. Schweitzer gets it across. Wentz will dig it out. Moving the ball around is Niemeyer. Niemeyer gets it back across. Reniker then digs it out. Gets it to Taylor, who tips it across. Augusta will keep it into play, and it's in the net. The ball will fall in 24-13. Phillies trying to take this first set. Lexi Schweitzer gets ready to serve again. Schweitzer, one of 5 juniors on this Harrison County team. Gets it across. Purden will get it up to Niemeyer. Niemeyer then to Wentz. Wentz across. Digging it out that time. Harrison County's Blankenship. Taylor gets it across. Continuing to move the ball around. Brooks will return it for Augusta. Pope then turns around, sets up Phelps. Phelps gets it in. Wentz will dig it out. Continuing in the ball, Niemeyer. Niemeyer gets it to fall in. Nice bit of volleyball action that time. Checking back in the match will be Madison Reniker as Schweitzer has a seat. Doing the serving will be Rylan Cooper. Cooper, a junior for Augusta. Phillies up at 10. Cooper serves. And a little too hard, out of bounds it'll go. And that will be that. Phillies take the first one, 25-14. Waiting until they actually put it up on the board here, and they've not done that yet, but it's 25-14, so we've got stop, and they take the first set. As we mentioned, I believe we're playing 5 tonight, 3 out of 5. Harrison County is a match of the week being brought to you here on WCYN 1400 AM and 101.3 FM tonight by Keith's Auto Repair. Keith's Auto Repair and the complete auto repair. They can take care of you, anything from an oil change to tires to major work. They can do that. They can come and get it. Did you know that Keith and his staff now have a towing service? They do. KAR Towing. That belongs to Keith Auto Repair. They'd be more than glad to come get you. Go get the car, take care of it, and bring it back to you. 621-3705, the telephone number. Check them out. There, you can check them out on Facebook. You can stop out there. They're located at 974 U.S. Highway 62 East in Cynthiana. 621-3705. That's Keith's Auto Repair bringing us our match of the week. We're back with you this coming Thursday. Kind of a rare week that we're having 2. It's Pendleton County getting into district play. 7 o'clock. That match will be radio only that night. Be radio only. And then following that, our next time we're with you will be in a week or so. September the 7th. Robertson County comes here to the Hilltop. On the 16th, Maysville St. Patrick. On September 23rd, it'll be a huge night here at the Hilltop. The Lady Knights of Lexington Catholic come calling. Phillies falling to them twice over the weekend. On September 27th, Nicholas County. On October 3rd, Campbell County, and then October 12th, Newport Central Catholic is the way our schedule looks as far as our match of the week. We remind you, of course, after tonight and after Thursday night, Harrison County High School football returns to WCYN. Last week, not such a good night for the boys as they made the trip to Lawrence County, and, well, not a good night. As Lawrence County winning that one 42-7. Hopefully the boys will be able to bounce back. Anderson County also falling last Friday night to Spencer County 35-7. So somebody's got to pick up a win on Friday night. Hopefully it'll be the Brads as they'll be at home for the first time in this young year. And so we'll see. Of course, you can catch all that action here on WCYN as well as on our YouTube page this coming Friday night. Just moments away, both teams around their coaches. Harrison County taking the first one, 25-14, and they'll get ready to see what they can do in the second one. Years past, of course, they've switched sides, but with COVID going on, everybody staying where they're at, and so we'll continue to see the Fillies going from right to left here from the press box this evening. Augusta still getting some information from Coach Crouch here. Augusta, as I mentioned, going into play 1-5 on the year. Their one win coming against Nicholas County. Second game of the season. Harrison County, as we get ready to go, their front line will see Pope along with Schweitzer. They are then joined by Mullins, who will be in the middle. At back row, we'll see Emma Renneker. Renneker is joined by Blankenship. And also, the other member out there on the floor is Abby Berry, a junior. Coach Faulkner bringing in several of his troops here tonight. And some varsity experience. Of course, as we mentioned, they played 4 matches on Saturday over there, so going 2 for 2, knocking off this Augusta team and knocking off Montgomery 2-0 in both sets, but not such good afternoon against Lexington Catholic, losing twice to the Lady Knights. Played with them in the first one. The second one, not quite as close, but as we mentioned, we'll see the Lady Knights here at the Hilltop in a few weeks. Harrison County will get ready to serve. Augusta started the last set. And Marinica will be serving for Harrison County. The sophomore gets ready. Gets it across, and here we go. Digging it out that time will be Cooper. Cooper to Niemeyer. Actually, that's Brooks. Brooks to Renneker. Renneker to Pope. Pope tries to return it. Ends up out of bounds, and it's 1-0. Augusta takes that 1-0 lead. They did that early last game as well. Went up 1-0, but after that, Harrison County kind of took over. Chloe Lipper will get ready to serve. She's joined out there by Mackenzie Purdon in the back. Purdon playing the libero. Ball knocked around, and out of bounds it'll go. Takes Schweitzer with it, makes it Augusta 2-0. Lipper gets ready to serve, also in that back line for Augusta. It'll be Cooper. Ball ends up out of bounds off of Augusta. Harrison County will trail 2-1. Having a seat will be Barry, and Barry's replaced by Marissa Taylor. Lexi Schweitzer gets ready to serve. She had put up several points on the board in the first set. Junior gets it across, digging it out. This time will be Cooper. Ball continues to move around. Pope goes for the kill. Purdon will dig it out. Ball knocked around and hit one too many times by Augusta. And here, Lexi Brooks hitting the ball, and he just can't hit it 4 times. Phillies will tie the set at 2-all. Schweitzer gets ready to serve once more. Gets it across. Purdon digs it out. Purdon this time to Lippard. Lippard then goes to Cooper. Cooper back across. Harrison County moving the ball around. Getting it across will be Harrison County, and as Augusta tries to return it, not able to do so, it'll fall in 3-2. Phillies taking their first lead of the set. Schweitzer gets ready to serve once more. She'll get it across. Digging it out that time is Augusta. Augusta's Lippert. Continues to move the ball around. There they try to get it around. That's Browning. Browning hitting it out of bounds, and Harrison County takes their biggest lead of this set, 4-2. Schweitzer up in the air, and across we go. Purdon to Lippert. Lippert barely gets them all. Augusta will get the ball back across. Harrison digging it out. Renneker gets it to Taylor. Taylor gets it in. Augusta will hit the floor. See Purdon continue to move the ball around. Digging it out is Harrison County. Renneker then turns around, and ends up setting up that time to Phelps. Phelps goes for the kill and gets the point to fall in, 5-2. Actually, she hit it a little bit further. So the point will go to Augusta. Makes it 4-3. Wentz will check in for Augusta. And getting ready to serve for the Lady Panthers. will be Kaylee Browning. Browning gets it across. Taylor digs it out to Reniker. Reniker back to Taylor. Taylor across the net. Ball moves around. It's Lippard. Lippard to Brooks. Brooks gets it across. And if she does, she'll end up knocking it out of bounds. And Fillies will take a 5-3 lead. Phelps will be doing the serving. I thought the ball was knocked out. Yeah, it's Harrison County ball. There we go. Augusta taking the ball out. Official saying, yeah, let's not do that. And we'll see Phelps get ready to serve. Phelps gets it across. That's to Brooks. Brooks gets it across the net. Reniker turns around, sits up Pope. Pope then turns and gets it to Mullins. Mullins is across the net. We'll see Purden. Purden back to Brooks. Digging it out Harrison County. Reniker gets it. This time to Mullins. Goes for the kill. And as she does, she gets the ball. And the ball sees Cooper hit the floor, but not able to do anything else with it. 6-3 our score. Fillies up by 3. Phelps gets ready to serve. Timeout called by the Lady Panthers in Augusta. Being brought to you tonight by Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing. So we mentioned they are bringing us our match of the week each and every time that we're with you throughout this year, which means they'll be with us again on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. As Pendleton County comes calling, we'll be on the radio side of things. No YouTube that night, but we'll be on 1400 AM, 101.3 FM, and on the WCYN app on Thursday evening. 6-3 our score. We saw Augusta take a 1-0 lead to start this set. Phillies able to tie it up and taking our biggest lead right now at 3. They won the first set 25-14 over Augusta. Harrison County with Mullins along with Taylor and Pope in the front. Reniker along with Phelps in the back, and also joining them is Blankenship. Phelps gets it across. Wentz will dig it out. Goes to Lippard. Lippard then turns around. Ball continues to stay alive. Blankenship gets it to Pope. Pope went for the kill. Was a little too far back and ends up in the net 6-4. Phelps will have a seat as Harrison County goes back to their bench, and checking back in was Madison Reniker. Augusta gets ready to serve once more. That's Brooks. Brooks gets it across. Harrison County will dig it out. This time we'll see Emma Reniker. Reniker to Pope. Pope gets it across. Lippard then turns around and sits up Wetz. Wetz goes for the kill. Too much of it and ends up out of bounds. Harrison goes up 7-4. Purden will check back in for Augusta. Harrison County also will go back to the bench. And we'll see Riley Maddox checks in. We saw her a little bit earlier. Getting ready to serve will be Jenna Pope for Harrison County. Pope gets it across. Purden to Lippard. Lippard across, and she carries the ball and can't do that. Harrison County goes up 8-4. Phillies up by 4, 8-4. And our scoreboard gets kicked down there on the floor, and so there we go. We'll get it plugged back in. Pope will get it across. Purden will dig it out to Lippard. Lippard. Augusta continues to keep the ball into play. Pope will then turn around. Gets it to Reniker, who continues to move the ball around. That's Madison Reniker. Continuing to move the ball. Niemeyer to Pope. Pope to Taylor. Taylor goes for the kill. She'll get it to fall in, and Harrison County goes up 9-4. 9-4 score. We'll have a quick timeout on the floor while they try to get the scoreboard fixed here. And Coach Faulkner went over and tried to do his magic touch, and since he walked away and said, yeah, I'm done. Coach Froman making his way over there as well. And now the official goes over. Continuing to move. Phillies up 9-4, the biggest lead they've had here, 5 points. So you mentioned they trailed 1-0 to start this set. Saw Harrison County continue to come back. Phillies get ready to serve. Jenna Pope continuing doing the serving for Harrison County. Pope gets it across as we're back underway. Wentz will get it. This time goes to Niemeyer. Niemeyer gets it across the net. Blankenship will dig it out to Pope. Pope gets it to Taylor. Taylor goes for the kill and gets the ball to fall in 10-4. Harrison County, quite a little run here. Augusta going back to their bench. Bringing in Cora Bradford. Bradford, a freshman, first time we've seen her on the afternoon. Pope gets ready to serve once more. 10-4 score. Nice crowd on hand here for this Monday afternoon. Pope gets it across to Purden. Purden to Nippert. Nippert back across, continuing the ball around. Harrison County digs it out. Pope then turns around and sits up Mullins. Mullins ends up hitting it in the net and makes it 10-6, and Augusta will take the ball over. And ready to get doing the serving this time will be Cora Bradford. And as I say that, Bradford will then turn around and hand the ball. This time to Rylan Cooper. Cooper, a junior. Gets it across the net. Taylor. Taylor to Pope. Pope gets it back across to Maddox. Maddox goes for the kill. A little bit too hard. Makes it 10-6. Phillies have led by as many as about 5 here. The ball switched out and see Augusta get ready to serve. Ryan Cooper. Cooper gets it across. Or actually, she'll hit it into the net. Phillies will pick up their 11th point and be Phillies ball. Schweitzer will check back in for Harrison County. Stefanik has a seat. Taylor will be doing the serving. Taylor gets it across. Augusta continues to try to move the ball, and as they do, standing out of bounds that time was Wentz, and Wentz had the ball and knocked it out of bounds. 12-6 our score. Harrison County with a 6-point lead. That is the biggest lead they've had here in the set. Taylor gets ready to serve. Gets it across. Continuing the ball around. That's Nippert. Nippert to Brooks. Brooks continues to move the ball across. Harrison County moving the ball nicely. Schweitzer gets it across. Hitting the floor that time. It's Pope. And they continue to move the ball around the floor. And Augusta will end up knocking the ball out and makes it 13-6. Scoreboard still having some issues. Apparently it's at the box. Usually when this happens up here, it's at the base where the plug goes into the bleachers. Usually somebody's kicked it. But tonight they seem to be messing with that box actually at the table. 13-6 our score. Harrison County continuing to move and box around, and we'll see what happens here. Phillies back in action here at the Hilltop tomorrow night. Now it's a game that we will not have as they welcome Fleming County. Fleming County comes calling. 13-6 our score, and Taylor gets ready to serve. She'll get it across. Purden will hit the floor. The libero gets it back across. Pope turns around, and then she turns around, and she sets up Maddox, and Maddox just takes it home. It's a wonder she had knocked somebody down as hard as she hit that. 14-6 our score. In fact, they're kind of reminiscent of a senior hit a couple of years ago when Katie Stoney saw Katie running around here earlier tonight. That's the type of stuff Katie did all season. Ball put back into play. Taylor to Purden. Purden to Brooks. Continues to move. Augusta gets the ball across the net. Pope gets a hand on it. Out of bounds it'll go. 14-7. Augusta very excited over their 7th point. Must have been a very special 7th point. Taking it out will be Wentz for Augusta. She gets ready to serve. Wentz gets it up and hits it under the net, so Harrison County goes up 15-7. Checking back in the ball game for the Fillies will be Brooke Phelps. As Madison Reniker has a seat. Harrison County, Hannah Mullins getting ready to serve. Mullins will get the sign, and here we go. The senior gets it across the net. Pardon hits the floor, but ends up knocking it out of bounds and makes it 16-7. Harrison County taking the first set this evening, 25-14. Mullins gets it across. Niemeyer digs it out. Harrison County tries to return. As they do, they end up knocking it out of bounds. That's Pope. And the point will go in favor of Augusta, makes it 16-8. Mullins will have a seat as Blankenship comes back in for Harrison County. And Niemeyer gets ready to serve for Augusta. Continuing to move the ball around, and ball will fall in, makes it 16-9. Niemeyer taking it out. She is a senior. Augusta getting very excited over points. Blankenship digs it out, this time to Pope. Pope turns around and gets it to Phelps. Phelps gets it across the net. As Augusta trying to return fire and not able to do so. Niemeyer has a seat. Parton back in for Augusta. Emma Reniker checking back in this time for Harrison County as Riley Maddox has a seat. Reniker gets ready to serve. She'll get the sign from the bench. Emma gets it across. Knocks Wentz down. Not able to do anything with it. Makes it 18-9. Reniker Blankenship out there for Harrison County, joined by Abby Berry, who's now in the ballgame on the back line. Harrison County up front with Pope, Schweitzer, and Phelps, and Coach Crouch for Augusta going over talking to the one official, and then comes over and gets after Coach Kendall. Lee Kendall in for the paper. We had him on this morning for coffee break and taking pictures and just a flash, and the Augusta saying, yeah, don't do that, and the official going over and saying, don't do that. Coach Kendall causing problems in this gym. I'm sure that's not the first time we've had Lee Kendall cause problems in this gym. Long time Harrison County assistant coach and head coach for many years of the basketball program. Get ready to get the ball back into play. Emma Reniker. Emma gets it to Wentz. Wentz digs it out, this time back across. Augusta ends up knocking it out of bounds. That's Kaylee Browning knocking it out for Augusta. Harrison County picks up their 19th point on that play. Brings in Emma Reniker. Emma gets ready to serve. She'll get it across. That'll be Browning digging it out. To Pardon. Pardon to Brooks. Brooks gets it across. Blankenship. Pope goes for the kill. She'll get it to foul as Niedermeyer hits the floor. 20-9 her score. Biggest lead Harrison County's had here in this set. Timeout called by Augusta, which will give us an opportunity to remind you we're being brought to you by Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing. Your complete automotive need. And I thought he called timeout, and I thought the official said okay, but apparently he's not going to let him have it. So we'll get back underway. Reniker to Pardon. Pardon tries to dig it out, ends up knocking it out of bounds. As Cooper went chasing. 21-9. Now they'll give him the timeout. So timeout on the floor. 21-9 our score. Harrison County with their biggest lead of 12 at the moment. As I mentioned, being brought to you by Keith's Auto Repair, KAR Towing. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a call, 621-3705. Bringing us our Harrison County match of the week. Cincinnati Reds not in action tonight, but quite a little hot streak, knocking off Miami 4 games in a row for the sweep. They're back in action tomorrow night. You can, of course, catch that here on WCYN as they make the trip to Milwaukee. Not a fun place to go if you're a Reds fan. So far this season, hopefully, it'll become fun at least the next 3 nights. 21-9 our score. Harrison County back out on the floor quickly. And Reniker will get ready to serve when we get back under play. Coach Crouch still glancing at the scoreboard and says, I got 3 seconds, and he'll take every one of them. 21-9 our score. Fillies up with their lead and checking back in the ball game for Harrison County. Our first look at Chloe Martin. Martin is sophomore, as Phelps has a seat. Martin will check in for the first time this evening. Yeah, I think we got everybody where they're going and get ready to get back underway. And the Reniker gets it across the way and saving it from going out of bounds that time and knocking the ball out of bounds. That's Abby Cooper. Makes it 22-9. Harrison County will pick up the point, continue to serve. Across the way we go. Reniker sees Purdon dig it out. Purdon this time to Niemeyer. Niemeyer across. We'll see Blankenship dig it out. Blankenship to Schweitzer. Schweitzer went for the kill, but a little too much net on that play, and it'll fall in, makes it 22-10. Okay, it takes it 23-9. Apparently Augusta was in the net. 23-9 our score. Blankenship moves the ball around. Reniker sits up Pope. Pope tips it over. Continue to move the ball around. That's Cooper. Cooper, Blankenship digging it. Pope this time hits the net, makes it 23-10. Jenna went to try to get the ball back and ended up a little too close to the net. Niemeyer will be, actually that's not Niemeyer. That's Leopard. Well, the officials are going to reverse the decision. Gives Harrison County their 24th point. Reniker will get ready to serve. She got it over the net, but I thought she was in the net. And so the officials are going to talk about it, and the lead official saying it was my mistake, and now she's motioning the ball Augusta side. It looked like from up here she was in the net, which would have given Augusta the ball and the point, and finally the officials are going to chat, and they're going to get back. Go back for the replay. Let's continue on. Let's take it back for a second on the YouTube page and see what happens. Augusta's still talking about it. Now the official is at the scoreboard, or at the scorer's table, talking to the scorekeeper. They're getting everything situated. 23-10 is going to be our score when we get this game back underway, and here we go. This is Leopard. Leopard serving. She'll get it across. Blankenship digs it out to Reniker. Reniker then turns around and tries to get it to Pope. Pope ends up hitting it in the net. Makes it 23-11. Chloe Leopard, a sophomore. Left-hander server. She'll get it barely above the net and hit the top of the net, but did fall on Harrison County's side. Makes it 23-12. Leopard doing a nice job picking up 3 points here. Somebody waking up part of the Augusta coach team. Ball back into play. Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Reniker. Reniker then gets it across this time to Martin, who gets it across. Harrison County moving the ball around. Fillies end up knocking it out of bounds that time by Abby Berry. 23-13, 4 points in a row for this Augusta team. They still trail by 10. The left-handed hitting sophomore gets ready to serve once more. And she'll get it across the net. Harrison County will hit the floor. Gets it back across, and as they do, into it's Browning. Browning ends up not being able to return it. Makes it 24-13. As Lexi Schweitzer will go out to try to pick up the set here. Taylor checks back in for Berry for Harrison County. Schweitzer picked up several points in both sets. Gets it across. Ball by Purdon. Purdon digs it out. It's the Augusta returns. Harrison County's Reniker. Reniker to Pope. Pope to Purdon. Purdon continues to move the ball around. Augusta's Browning gets it across. Harrison County's Reniker gets it up to Pope. Pope sits up Taylor, who goes for the kill. We'll see Browning able to return it and gets it to fall in. And just like that, it's 24-14. Augusta with the ball, and Browning will be doing the serving. Kayla Browning for Augusta. She'll stand and hold the ball and glance over at Harrison County's side. Wentz will check back in for Augusta. Browning serves, and across we go. Digging it out is Taylor. Taylor to Emmerwinniker. Back to Taylor, who goes for the kill, and that will be that. And she'll get the ball to fall in. Harrison County takes a second set, 25-14. Oddly enough, that matches the first set score. So Harrison County takes the first two as we get ready to play a third one. Playing the best of five tonight. The Fillies taking the first one 25-14, taking the second one 25-14 as well. Being brought to you on our match of the week this evening by Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing. As you mentioned, complete automotive need that you might have, they can take care of you. Everything from an oil change to if you need tires, or if you need some kind of major work, they can do that as well. Just give them a call, 621-3705. 859-621-3705. Check them out on Facebook. Located at 974 U.S. Highway 62 East in Cynthiana. That's Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing, bringing, as we mentioned, our match of the week each week throughout this volleyball season. We are scheduled to be back with you on Thursday night. Phillies get into district play as the Lady Cats of Pendleton County come calling. Match time for the varsities at 7 o'clock. I believe that's a freshman JV triple header on Thursday evening. Now, regardless of what the schedule that is out there, we had to change due to some scheduling conflicts. The match will be on the radio only. It'll be on the 1400 AM and 101.3 FM and on the WCYN app. Much like tonight, just no YouTube page on Thursday evening. And the next time, as we take a look at the schedule here, the next time that we will be with you after that will be on September the 7th as Robertson County comes to the Hilltop. That's our Tuesday night. We'll see Maysville St. Patrick on September 16th. On the 23rd, a very tough Lexington Catholic Club comes calling. On September 27th, Nicholas County. October 3rd, Campbell County. And then October the 12th, we wrap up regular season play with Newport Central Catholic. As you mentioned, you can catch those games. There's going to be a couple of different places. One, obviously, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM. Also, another place that when we're not on the radio side of things, we'll be on WCYN2, our app. But most of the matches should be on the YouTube page as well. Get ready to get this match back underway. Blankenship, Taylor out there along with Pope. Also checking back in is Riley Maddox. Phelps out there. And final member is Schweitzer as far as the unit out for Harrison County. Augusta will counter with Niemeyer along with Leopard. Leopard will be doing the serving. We'll get everybody else's numbers here as we go. Leopard gets ready to serve. That's Addie Cooper out there. Pardon ready to check in just a matter of moments here. Ryan Cooper also out there for Augusta. She's also joining Kaylee Browning, who's out front. I believe that final member of that unit that's out there right now is Lexi Brooks, but someone's going to have a seat, and that's going to be Niemeyer as Purdon checks in. Purdon playing the role of the libero for Augusta. Leopard, the left-hander, will serve as we get the third set underway. Pope turns around, sits up Phelps. Phelps gets it over. Augusta returns. Pope then turns around to Blankenship. Blankenship continues on. This time to Maddox, gets it across the net. Ball will fall in the back corner. Augusta goes up 1-0. They have started all three sets up 1-0. As Augusta gets ready to serve again. This is Chloe Lippard. Lippard is sophomore. Left-hander server gets it across. Blankenship digs it out. She'll get it across to Pope. Pope ends up knocking it out of bounds. Augusta goes up 2-0. Lippard trying to pick up her third point here in the third set. Dribbles the ball a couple of times. Gets ready to serve. And Blankenship will dig it out, this time to Pope. Pope to Schweitzer, gets it across the net. Continuing to move the ball around. Augusta returns. Harrison County moving the ball around, and this time trying to come up with it. It's Maddox. Maddox ends up kicking it out of bounds, and Augusta up 4-0. That's the biggest lead they've had all night long in the match. Harrison County will go back to the bench. Maddox will have a seat and checking in the ball game for the Fillies. This time is Jolie Hill. First time we've seen Jolie Hill. She's a freshman. Ball picked around. Pope gets it to Phelps. Phelps goes for the kill. She'll get it to fall in. 3-1 Harrison County with the lead. Emma Reniker checking back in for Hill. The sophomore will be doing the serving. So Hill getting a quick second as far as some varsity play here tonight. Fleming County will be at the Hilltop tomorrow night for this Harrison County volleyball team. Now, we will not have coverage tomorrow night. We're with you Thursday. Ball put back into play. Augusta moving the ball around. It's Brooks. Brooks tries to get it across. It'll hit off Blankenship. It'll fall in 5-1. Wentz will come back in for Augusta as Cooper has a seat. Doing the serving as we take a real quick look at that. That's Kaylee Browning, one of two seniors for Augusta. Gets it across, digging it out is Taylor. Taylor, Reniker. Reniker then sets up Schweitzer, who goes for the kill. And returning at that time was Browning, and out of bounds it'll go, and the Phillies trail 4-2. Checking back in the ball game is Browning here, the seed for Augusta. Will be Cora Bradford. Bradford, a freshman. Schweitzer takes a look around, gets ready to serve. Couple of dribbles. Junior gets it across, and here we go. Pardon will dig it out, goes to Wentz. Wentz then digs it out, gets it across as Augusta gets it across the net. We see Pope. Pope goes to Phelps. Phelps for the kill, puts the point in for 4-3. Harrison County still trailing. They've trailed this entire set. Took the first two, 25-14 and 25-14. Schweitzer tries to tie it up on this serve. She gets it across, and she'll do just that as Pardon hits the floor and not able to do anything with it. Phillies tie it up 4-all. Lexi gets ready to serve, and here we go. Gets it across the way. Dug out that time by Leopard. Leopard gets it across the net. Reniker digs it out to Pope. Pope to Taylor. Taylor across the net. Ritz will get it up. Digging up Augusta. Gets it across. Continuing to move the ball around. Ritz will get it up. She'll get it back across the net, and tipping it across will be Phelps. Augusta continues to move the ball. Some nice action going up. Reniker. And that gets it across to Pope. Pope. Niemeyer. Niemeyer back across. Pope then turns around. Sets up Taylor. Goes for the kill and could not get it across the net. Had a lot of action that time, but Augusta able to get the ball to fall in and makes it 5-4. Checking back in is Hannah Stefanik for Harrison County as Schweitzer has a seat. Doing the serving this time as they get ready to get this back underway will be Lexi Brooks. Brooks hits in the net. Harrison County will tie it at 5-all and will take the ball back over. Blankenship will have a seat as Hannah Mullins checks back in for Harrison County. Doing the serving this time will be Brooke Phelps. Phelps gets it across. Pardon saves. Reniker, actually this Pope returns it. Continuing to move the ball. Harrison County moving the ball and going the other way. Reniker will dig it out. Turns around to Mullins. Mullins not able to get it across the net. Makes it 6-5. Augusta with the lead. Checking back into this match will be Madison Reniker as Phelps has a seat for Harrison County. Getting ready to do the serving this time will be number 22, Ryan Cooper. Cooper, a junior for Augusta. Augusta gets it across, digging it out that time's Phelps. Phelps goes to Reniker. Reniker to Taylor for the kill. Augusta's able to dig it out. They'll continue to move the ball around. Niemeyer gets it across the net. Reniker turns around, sets up Taylor, who goes for the kill. She'll get it to fall on the left side, and Harrison County will tie the match at 6-6. Taylor going for the kill and getting it to fall in, and Emma Reniker will have a seat as Harrison County will go back to the bench for Riley Maddox. Jenna Pope will get ready to serve for Harrison County. Harrison tied at 6-all with Augusta. Pardon the libero for Augusta will end up knocking it out of bounds, and Harrison County takes the first lead of the set, 7-6. Pope gets ready to set. She'll take a look at the Phillies bench, gets the call, and here we go. Across the net, ball knocked out of bounds that time by Cooper. Harrison County goes up 8-6. Jenna Pope, the senior, will glance at the bench, gets ready to serve here. Jenna across the net. Actually, it's the top of the net, gets it to fall in, 8-7 our score. Checking back in for Augusta will be Kaylee Browning. Wentz will be doing the serving for, that's Madison Wentz, a sophomore, will be doing the serving for Augusta. Cannot get it across the net, out of bounds it'll go, and Harrison County goes up 9-7. As Marissa Taylor will take it out. The sophomore gets ready to serve, and as she does, we got a quick whistle, and Wentz will have his seat as Augusta goes back to the bench and bring in Addie Cooper. So Cooper out there. Here we go. Taylor gets it across. Niemeyer tries to return. He goes in the net. Augusta's able to dig it out, gets it across. Harrison County's Pope gets it to swim. Oh, gets it across. Continue to move the ball around. Taylor to Pope. Pope this time gets it back across. That's Maddox getting it across. Harrison County moving the ball around. Pope gets it to Mullins. Mullins across the net. Purden ends up knocking it out of bounds. Makes it 10-7. Phillies up by 3 at their biggest lead. As Harrison County's Taylor gets ready to serve once more. Taylor across the net. Purden continues to move. Browning gets it across. Harrison moving the ball around. Pope, this time to Lexi Schweitzer. Schweitzer goes for the kill, gets it across. Returning it this time is Browning. Schweitzer digs it out. Harrison County will move the ball around. That's Madison Reniker gets it across the net. Pope gets it across. This time serves to Mullins. Mullins goes up to the kill and cannot get it to fall as it goes a little too far out of bounds, 10-8. Niemeyer gets ready to serve. Niemeyer gets it across the net. Schweitzer digs it out. Schweitzer to Pope. Time as Maddox gets it across. Harrison County moving the ball around. Madison Reniker gets it across. Continuing to move the ball around and end up knocking it out of bounds that time will be Lippert. Lippert in the match. We'll see Harrison County go up 11-8, their biggest lead they've had so far at 3 points. Phillies getting ready to serve. It's Mullins. Mullins gets it across. Niemeyer knocks it out of bounds, and Harrison County go up 12-8. Hannah Mullins, one of those seniors for Harrison County, doing the serving. Phillies up before. Gets it across the net. Ball being knocked around. Browning gets it across. Pope then turns around, sets up Schweitzer, goes for the kill. Purden's able to dig it out. Continuing to move the ball around is Augusta. They'll get it back across the net. Schweitzer digs it out. And Pope across this time into Maddox. Maddox gets it across. Back and forth we go, and Augusta will end up knocking it out of bounds, and Harrison County goes up 13-8. Nice little bit of action that time. Timeout called by Augusta. Harrison County A little bit closer here in this third set. I mentioned they winning the first two sets, 25-14 and 25-14. They lead right now 13-8 as we play 3 out of 5. We'll remind you we're back with you as far as our Harrison County match of the week. Our volleyball match of the week will be Thursday night here on WCYN. Is the Lady Cats of Pendleton County comes calling. Now the Fillies are in action tomorrow night. They'll be here at the Hilltop. No radio coverage as Fleming County comes in. And then I'll also remind you that we got Harrison County Thoroughbred football on Friday night here on WCYN. First time the Reds will be at home for this year's campaign as Anderson County comes in. Both teams 0-1 on the season, so we'll see what happens. Wildcats usually pretty tough. Get ready to get the ball game back underway. Hannah Mullins doing the serving for Harrison County. She is joined by Marissa Taylor and Jenna Pope in the back. In the front, Riley Maddox. Maddox also out there by Chloe Martin, who's back in. Ball puts back into play. Harrison County's Maddox will turn around to Pope. Pope digs it out, and ball continuing to move the ground. Lexi Schweitzer, the other member out there. Lexi goes for the kill, a little too hard, too far back away from the net. Ends up in the net, makes it 13-9. Mullins will have a seat as Blankenship checks back in for Harrison County. This is Chloe Lippert doing the serving for Augusta. Maddox digs it out to Pope. Pope sees Schweitzer, knocks the ball around. Augusta returns. Taylor digs it out, this time to Pope. Pope then turns around and gets it back across to Martin. Martin gets it across the net. Ball continuing to be moved. Taylor digs it out, this time to Pope. Schweitzer gets it across and ends up in the net being carried. Makes it 13-10. This is as close as Augusta has been in any of the sets. And taking it out will be Chloe Lippert. Lippert will be serving for Augusta. The left-hander, the sophomore, gets ready to serve. She'll get it across the net. Harrison County will see Maddox go to the floor, but is able to keep it alive. Taylor gets it across the net. Augusta returns. Maddox gets it back up to Pope. Pope, Schweitzer. Schweitzer across. Purden then gets it back across. We continue to move the ball around. Harrison County returns it. That's Martin. Martin gets it back across the way. Harrison County's Blankenship digs it out. Taylor to Purden. Augusta keeps it alive, but not able to do anything with it as it goes out of bounds. Lippert knocks it out. Makes it 14-10. Checking in the match as Maddox has a seat will be Emma Reniker. Emma gets ready to serve. Harrison can make that Augusta, sending Niemeyer back in as Purden has a seat. Reniker serves and cannot get it over the net, so makes it 14-11. That's a rare occurrence for Emma. So Augusta will take it in. Wentz will come back in for Augusta. Kaylee Browning getting ready to serve. Browning gets it up and across the net. Hitting the floor is Taylor. Taylor ends up knocking it out of bounds as Schweitzer goes out, flying out of bounds. 14-12. As close as we have seen Augusta being in a little while. Browning gets ready to serve once more. Gets it across. Digging it out. Blankenship. Blankenship to Reniker. Reniker gets it to Pope, who gets it across. Augusta returns it. Ball knocked around, and Harrison County will knock it out of bounds. 14-13. Augusta. We'll see Purden check back in for Niemeyer. Browning gets ready to serve. Got everybody situated here. Harrison County going 2-4 defensively. Ball across the way. We'll see Blankenship dig it out. Then Reniker. Reniker across to Pope. Across the net we go. Augusta continuing to move the ball. Emma Reniker digs it out to Taylor. Taylor to Pope. Shoot backwards will get it across the way. That's Wentz. Wentz goes for the kill. Harrison County's able to keep it alive. Pope. Pope sits up Phillips. Phillips across. Browning. Purden. Purden goes flying out of bounds. The ball ends up out of bounds. Phillies go up 15-13. Augusta going back to their bench. Brings up Cora Bradford. Bradford coming in for Browning. Lexi Schweitzer gets ready to serve. Phillies up by 2 at 15-13. We've seen Augusta trail by 1 just a moment ago, and this time they'll go by 3 as Purden and the ball both hit the floor. 16-13. Schweitzer gets ready to serve. She'll get it across. This time Brooks. Brooks returns. Harrison County returns. Continuing to move the ball around. That's Brooks getting it across the way. Minica digs it out to Pope. Pope to Taylor. Taylor cannot get it across the net. Makes it 16-14. Schweitzer will have a seat. Harrison County going back to their bench and bringing in Hannah Stefanik. Niemeyer will come in for Augusta as Purden has a seat. And doing the serving this time will be Lexi Brooks. Brooks gets it across the way. Blankenship digs it out, goes to Reniker. Reniker to Taylor. Taylor cannot get it across the net. 16-15. Augusta not going quietly here in the third set. Brooks gets ready to serve once more. Gets it across the way. Digging it out will be Taylor. Niemeyer returns it. Reniker. Pope. Pope Phelps. Phelps into the net. 16 all our score. Augusta has come flaring back, and Coach Faulkner wants to stop this momentum and calls a timeout on the floor. 16-16 our score. Harrison County's been up by as many as 4 here in this set. Phillies taking the first 2 sets 25-14 and 25-14. So they're hoping it'll be the third and final set of this evening's match, but we'll see. Augusta not going quietly. As we mentioned, we're back with you this coming Thursday night. Harrison County and Pendleton County in district play. 7 o'clock our scheduled radio time. Friday night, little Harrison County football. Breads in Anderson County. It's 7:30 scheduled kickoff. I told you, Harrison County, the Phillies are back in action. They'll put their 3-3 record on the line. Tomorrow night, Fleming County comes in. Match time at 7:30. After the Pendleton game, they're not in action until the 30th as Villa Madonna. 3 matches next week. Villa Madonna, Bracken County, and Lexington Christian Academy. A busy week. Augusta gets ready to serve. That's Lexi Brooks doing the serving. Lexi, a sophomore. 16-16 our score. Augusta has continued to battle back. Digging it out is Blankenship. Blankenship continues to move the ball around. Taylor gets it across the net. Wentz will dig it out. Gets it to Niemeyer. Niemeyer goes across the net, and she tries to come across. Phelps just sits up a wall and knocks it back. 17-16. Purden will check back in for Augusta. As Hannah Stefani gets ready to serve for Harrison County. Actually, that's Phelps. Phelps gets it across the net. Pope. Pope gets it to Mullins, who goes for the kill. She'll get the point to fall in. Phillies up 18-16. Phelps gets ready to serve once more for the Phillies. Senior will glance at the bench. Gets a sign from the bench of what to do with it. And here we go. Phelps across the net. Wentz tries to dig it out. She ends up knocking it out of bounds. Augusta keeps it alive, but if they do, Purden will knock it down. 19-16. Well, after tying the set up, Harrison County's put up 3 quick points. Phelps across. Purden. Continuing the ball. Augusta will get it back across. Reniker gets it up to Pope. Pope gets it to fall in. Time diving for it was Cooper. Timeout called by Augusta. 20-16 our score. Harrison County up by 4. Being brought to you tonight by Keys Auto Repair, KA and KAR Towing, your complete auto repair center. As I mentioned, they can do anything from oil changes to tire replacements to any major work you may need done. Check them out on Facebook or call them. 859-621-3705. 621-3705. That's Keith's Auto Repair. We mentioned earlier tonight the Harrison County Fillies soccer team was in action. They were scheduled to take on Fleming County at 6 o'clock. I'm sure that is well underway. Fillies falling over the weekend, their first loss of the season to Bluegrass United. Hopefully they're bouncing back tonight. The Harrison County Great Crossings boys soccer match for tomorrow night has been canceled, but the Reds are back in action on Thursday night as they welcome Bourbon County here. Get this ball game back underway. Phelps gets ready to serve. 2016, Harrison County out before. Purdon hits the floor. Continuing to move the ball around is Browning. Browning gets it across. That's Reniker. Reniker gets it to Mullins, who cannot get it to fall in as it ends up out of bounds and makes it 2017. Madison Reniker checking back in for Harrison County. Phelps will have a seat. Doing the serving this time, and it's Ryan Cooper. Cooper gets it across. Harrison County will dig it out. And that's and across as Taylor goes for the kill. Augusta keeps it alive. They continue to move the ball around, and one too many hits. 4 hits that time makes it 21-17. Checking back in for Harrison County is Riley Maddox. And Reniker has a seat. Jenna Pope gets ready to serve. Pope gets it up, and across we go. And well, we went across, the ball didn't. Makes it 21-18. So here, Augusta picks up the point in the ball. Checking back in for Augusta is Kaylee Browning. As Bradford has a seat. More substitutions. Wentz will have a seat. Checking back in will be Addie Cooper, Cooper, a freshman, getting ready to serve for Augusta. 21-18. Augusta has made this much more of a set than their first two. She'll get it across, hitting the floor will be Harrison County, keeping it alive. Niemeyer cannot get it across the net. Niemeyer that time just tried to reach out and touch it, and she got it up in the air, but not hard enough. Lexi Schweitzer checking back in for Harrison County. As Hannah Stefanik has a seat. Marissa Taylor gets ready to serve for the Phillies. Taylor gets it across. Augusta keeps the ball alive. Taylor digs it out. Gets it to Pope. Pope to that's Maddox. Maddox gets it across. Augusta continuing to move. They'll return the ball. Harrison County with it. Pope then turns around and sits up Mullins. Mullins will see Augusta as Niemeyer gets it back across. Ball by Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Pope. Back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer goes for the kill. Gets it up. Augusta knocks the ball around. Cannot get it to fall in. And Harrison County picks up the point 23-18. Taylor takes it out once more. The sophomore gets ready to serve. Gets it up in the air. Gets it across. Ball knocked around. Continuing to move is Augusta. Augusta gets it across. And trying to dig it out that time and hitting the floor was Madison Reniker, and not able to quite get to it. Makes it 23-19. Purdon has a seat for Augusta as Brooks checks back in. Taylor digs it to Pope. Pope to Schweitzer. Schweitzer for the kill. Augusta's able to answer. Continuing to move the ball around. That's Brooks. Brooks will see Harrison County's Reniker continuing to move the ball around. Actually, that was Pope getting the ball across the way. Oh, a fall in. Mullins digs it out. Brooks returns. Harrison County tries to make it up. Not able to do it. Out of bounds it'll go. 23-20. Augusta not going quietly back to North as they continue to put on well a fight here tonight. Niemeyer will be doing the serving for Augusta. Niemeyer gets it up across the net we go. Digging it out is Taylor. Taylor Pope. Pope then gets it to Maddox, who goes for the kill. Augusta gets a hand on it. That's about all they'll do, 24-20. Purdon back in for Niemeyer. Phillies trying to take the set of the match here. Mullins will do the serving. Hannah Mullins, one of those seniors. Checking back in the ball game will be Phelps. as Madison Renneker has a seat. Mullins gets it across. Augusta moves it. Brooks returns. Digging it out is Mullins. Mullins to Pope. Pope to Taylor. Taylor across the net. Augusta digs it out. Continues to move the ball. It falls in. Phillies win. 25-20. As Augusta came charging back here in this third set. Harrison County will up their record to 4-3 on the year. They've now knocked off Augusta twice in 3 days. But, so congratulations to Harrison County here tonight. Augusta will fall to 1-6 on the year. Harrison County, as we mentioned, wins 25-14, 25-14, and 25-20 tonight. Taking a real quick look before we call it a night here. Augusta, as far as their schedule after tonight, they will continue on as they will be back in action tomorrow night. They return back to Augusta, welcome Maysville St. Patrick, the Lady Saints, tomorrow night is their next action. As far as Harrison County goes, we're back in action tomorrow night. Fleming County will be here at the Hilltop tomorrow evening. That is a 7:30 match time. Now the next time we're with you will be Thursday night as Pendleton County will come calling as well. So we mentioned that game, no YouTube that night, just radio only. We'll be on 1400 AM and 101.3 FM as well as on the WCYN app on Thursday night, so please join us for that as well. Had a well of a matchup. We saw Augusta jump out in front all 3 sets, but Harrison County able to come from behind in all 3 sets, obviously winning tonight 3-0 your final as they pick up their 4th win to go 4-3 on the young season. Once again, Harrison County winning the first set 25-14, second set 25-14, and winning that third one 25-20. Phillies are back in action tomorrow night. They welcome Fleming County to the Hilltop. We're back with you on Thursday night. 7 o'clock is scheduled match time that will be with you as Pendleton County comes calling as well. Appreciate you spending a little bit of your evening with us here at the Hilltop here tonight. As we mentioned, and thank you very much, we need to also say a big thank you to Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing as they bring us our Harrison County Volleyball Match of the Week again this evening. For any automobile needs you may have, give them a call, 621-3705, or check them out on Facebook, Keith's Auto Repair and KAR Towing as well. Harrison County wins 3-0. They up their record of 4-3 on the year. We'll be back with you on Thursday night. 7 o'clock is scheduled match time. We'll be on WCYN 1400 AM, 101.3 FM, and on the WCYN app. Until Thursday night, thank you for spending your evening with me. Good evening.